Okay. Yeah, mic's on. There's a sign of a good start. There's a good sign of things to come. I'm already yawning. Seconds in. Okay, welcome back to whatever the hell it is I'm doing. Alright, okay. Now I can see the chat. Okay. And it is 4 o'clock, and I am doing my 4 o'clock thing, so welcome back. As creaky chair. As promised, I'm continuing my little playthrough of From Software's Ninja Blade. And let's see. My controller's not going crazy today, so let's see. Let's jump right in real quick. Now I say jump right in, and the first thing it does is try and check for DLC. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Not paying enough attention. Still checking out my setup. I found an old monitor I had. I was playing around with trying to get this all working properly. Okay. Carriers have been detected in Nishi Shinjuku. Level 5 carrier. Wasn't that spider thing a level 5? As usual, it's been a week since I played this, so yeah. Yeah. Knock off the cobwebs. Scrape off the rust. Okay. Oh, welcome back, King Thunder. Yeah, I have not found Michael Wilson yet. Hopefully will in this mission. He didn't show up in last week's play, and it has been a week since I touched this. Yeah, anything without like a lot of grinding, I'm probably gonna play entirely on screen, you know, because that's how I roll. And if it's like a lot of grinding, I was actually thinking of recording the grinding off screen in the future, and you know, maybe editing like the blank parts out and any kind of highlights that happen in. Whoa, am I peaking that bad? Any kind of highlights that like happen in the grinding sessions, keep those and like trim the quiet bits. Grats on beating Devil May Cry, by the way. Yeah, because I vaguely remember the Mundus fight, and I remember it being rough. I forgot about the plane part that you mentioned in your message, and now that I remember it being like Kingdom Hearts Agrabah escape, but slightly less painful. Confidentially, I need to go through Kingdom Hearts again sometime. I haven't gone through it in easily a decade. Probably more like since a year after its release. Shujinko. Okay. Isn't that another one of the Mortal Kombat characters that I forgot existed? Because they... See, you're making me want to go back and play Mortal Kombat Armageddon again. Because there were so many characters that they just dumped in PS2 era. It was awful how many they had. Oh yeah, just hanging around upside down on that wing. Yeah. That's some Strider nonsense. Oh god, there's another game I want to get. I got the recent PC Strider and Humble Bundle. I'd really like to get the PS1 Strider game. It looked really awesome. It looked really fun. Trimmers! Yeah, that's the biggest graboid I've ever seen. Now, to do the most ninja thing possible, use a really big gun. Oh, I missed which button was change ammo. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I mentioned Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I really want to play Deception. I loved that one. I think that was the one that of the 3 that had that kart racing minigame. And, you know, I always played Scorpion. Who didn't? But, yeah, it was really good. I would love to get back to that. Okay. Well, while I'm waiting for more chaos here. Yes, I did check out a little bit more footage of Robot Alchemic Drive. Main footage I remember was from Classic Game Room. They did a rough job of describing the plot, but I read that on Wikipedia, so I'm good. Space Nectar is what they're calling the stuff that keeps humanity stuck on Earth, can't go out into space, and it's killing any organic life that tries. And then giant robots from beyond the stars appear, and a company has a secret weapon to fight them that's the giant robot you control. Yeah, the controls looked rough, but the kind of rough that you would expect if you were remote controlling a robot. So it looked really, really fun. Okay. And it's from the same guys as Earth Defense Force. I think you mentioned that, so yeah. Okay. Oh, quick time events probably. Okay. What? I totally hit that Y. Ah, bummer. Mortal Kombat Deception. Yeah, it had... Okay, let's see. It had the Conquest mode as a full RPG. You are correct. And I remember it was really long. I remember it being kind of tedious at the time. But I wouldn't mind going through that again just to see that Order Realm. Oh, crap. I did press the wrong button there. Yeah. Order Realm just struck me as horrible. I honestly think the Chaos Realm had more appeal to it. Just, you know, it's like if you pass gas and it is the wrong odor and duration, you are going to get executed. Order Realm was a nightmare. Yeah. Besides, Chaos is more fun. Oh. Now let's see if I can remember how to stab things. Alright. You, sit down. Ah. And Y button on death. Okay, that was... Huh? I'll have to investigate that later after the stream. Where was I? But yeah, I think I played the most Mortal Kombat in PS2 era, but I did get introduced to the franchise with 2, and later backtracked to get the first one. It took me an eternity to beat the... I keep watching these quick time events because I'm talking. It took me an eternity to actually beat number 2. I beat number 1 first, and I think that was the closest I got to ever throwing a controller. Oh! Shang Tsung was a nightmare as a kid. I mean, Goro was tense, but wow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, dodge button, okay. Yeah, they described the movement of Robot Alchemic Drive in that video as something like move with the L2 and R2 or something, like each one just alternating them to take steps. And while that kind of sounds painful just to think about, it's something that within the context of the game sounds like it'd work really well. Ooh, let's change swords. And so I would like to try that if I could. I need to look up a price on it sometime. Oh. Okay. Ooh! Ah, I always dodge them. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know if I have any first aid kits. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check out more of that company's games as well, because the Earth Defense Force games, they... And I know you already know this. They look like classic, just Japanese monster movie cheese in the best possible ways. And while I haven't watched enough of said movies to really... Oh, which way? Alright, you know, to really get too big a frame of reference, it would be nice to, like, actually play those games. I would just... Whoa. Switch swords. I'm trying to remember what the name of the company was. It began with an S. Sandbox, Sandlot. Oh, whoop! Ninja roll. Ooh. Oh man. Okay, I almost pressed the wrong direction there while he's doing his little spin dash. Okay, I see him charging up for that, and... Wow. Okay. Let's see. Take a second, and I will get back to looking at the chat. I'm sorry, I'm... Oh, whoa. And... Whoop! Yeah, you mentioned the Sega Saturn's cartridge port. Yeah, that was something I never got the opportunity to use, and I really wanted to because of one game in particular. There was a port of X-Men, Children of the Atom, old Capcom fighting game. I got to play it one time in arcades, and it was on that system. And apparently, you could use some sort of RAM extender cartridge to boost the capabilities of the Sega Saturn and make it load like better or something. Whoa, back. So I really wanted to play that with the cartridge. It's like, for the longest time, you know, because I read about the Street Fighter character Akuma being in there, I thought Akuma was X-Men in origin as a kid. I'm like, this is so weird. He doesn't fit. Why is he even in here? Whoa. What in the world? Ah! Victory. Oh. Oh. I keep watching those quick time events. I'm not focusing on those enough. Yeah. For that cartridge slot to not be backward compatible with Genesis games, it had to be a cost issue. I can see why they would say no. It makes me sad anyway, because that would have been a killer system. I mean, it was a great system to me anyway. But just thinking of the potential of being able to play old Sega Genesis games and possibly even 32X titles, that would have been incredible. Just this amazing all-in-one system. Okay. 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 Didn't jump fast enough. I did not know how the Game Shark operated for Sega Saturn. That was one system I never got any kind of cheat device for. Jump. Woo! Okay. This ninja dude does a lot of jumping off of buildings. Whoop! I mean, I know I'm supposed to be running from the gigantic graboid thing, but, you know, they're just right there. They're just making themselves such an easy target. I gotta put a few of them down for good measure. Boop. I just love ninja games in general. It's like gravity is just a suggestion. I keep hitting the A button. I'm so used to playing PlayStation games right now, and I'm using a 360 controller for all this.
I see it.
Oop. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Okay. The giant death anus beast screaming at me. That's always a great view. What in the world? Whoop! Okay, this is going to be interesting. What the heck? Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Which weapon am I supposed to be using? Or those key attacks? No, that's barely hurting him. I'm just getting pulverized. Whoa! Okay. Okay, sorry if I go dark here for a moment. Yeah, this thing is absolutely pummeling me. I am missing something in this fight. Whoop. Okay. I think I'm supposed to jump when it lands. Oh. Okay, I hate to burn another first aid. Okay, while I'm paused for a second. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned the Dreamcast and the intent for it to be backwards compatible. That's something that companies, they knew back then was a thing. They knew because of they had to know, if for no other reason than the prevalence of computer games at the time, especially in like Europe, that backwards compatibility was a thing that would be a huge selling point if anyone had it. Because I mean, Dreamcast, PS2, if Sega had followed through with the Dreamcast being backward compatible, it would have upped the cost, yeah, but it would have extended that thing's life expectancy at least a little. What was that? Skull X. This thing's name sounds like some kind of horrible medication. I gotta switch swords. Whoop! Get up! Oh boy. Yeah, that flip wasn't arbitrary at all. Okay. Yeah. Okay, the Moonlight Blade and Kill Struggle Leader. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. There's a couple more missions in that game. I don't know that there's enough really for an entire stream of the first Armored Core, and Phantasma is actually in the post office in Atlanta, so it'll probably be back tomorrow, which means it'll probably wind up being my Saturday game soon. But if I see there's like less than 3 missions that I haven't completed, then I might do one more stream of the first Armored Core, just wrapping up the bunch. Oh, wow. Oh. Stupid Skull X Worm. Oh. I'm kind of embarrassed to say I've missed a bit of the plot of this game. Whoa! I know those things don't track. I know that the thing leads with them, but I did not pay enough attention. Whoa! Every time that stun happens... Okay. Oh, come on. Bummer. While I'm thinking about it, a little bit of admittedly older news I got to thinking about and looked up earlier. I remembered Namco had a patent some years ago on loading screen games as far back as PS1 era, and that patent had expired. Not... Oh, am I even hitting him? I'm not hitting him. All I can say is good riddance to their patent, because I want to see more games have little mini games and such in the loading screen. That patent shouldn't have been put in place in the first place. Because when I remembered this earlier, I looked it up via search engine. Apparently, there was another company back in '87 that made a game for loading screens. It's like called Invade-A-Load, if I recall. It was on an article on the EFF website. Namco's patent should not have taken. Alright. Where's the... How am I gonna... You know what? I just want this thing to die, and I can't say I really know how to get to the Totome chance here. And he's gonna revive, isn't he? Oh, I see. That's a lot of health to come back. Oh. Okay, to answer the question about the world of Metroid being inspired by H.R. Geiger and Alien, no, I did not know that, but the names of the monsters in there, I know there was some inspiration from the Alien body of works. I mean, it's a well-known fact about Ridley being named after director Ridley Scott. Oh, I always keep watching that. I'm gonna have to redo this fight, aren't I? But, yeah, I didn't know about the whole world being inspired by H.R. Geiger. There's a lot of that tension present in Super Metroid, but I never played the first Metroid to really say much. Whoa, boy. I need some of those bats, because I'm about to die. Okay. Wow, I think that's the first time this fight I've managed to dodge that hit. Oh. Let's see if we can chum this fool and not go through another round of his nonsense. Ah. Okay. I really need to play through the Devil May Cry games, if for no other reason than to find out more about Trish's origin, because, you know... Alright, come on, get up. There we go. Oh. Because I really don't remember what Trish's deal is. I just remember some really bad line reads in there. Oh! Oh boy, this again. Ooh. Okay. Somebody cue the Indiana Jones theme. Oh, that did not work. Ooh, wow, this one's, this is no joke with the run. Okay. So yeah, I haven't played many Metroid games. I think the last one that I played through to completion was, in fact, Metroid Fusion. That was my regular thing on the ride home from school. I had my old original Game Boy Advance, the one with the clear purple shell, and every day on the way home from school, because I was usually too sleepy on the way to... Whoa, wrong way. I was usually too sleepy to play on the way to school, but Metroid Fusion, I adored that game. Sooner or later I would like to get a Game Boy Advance just to get another copy of that game, because I had beating it down to an art form, and that nightmare boss is awful. Yeah. Oh, whoa! I did that again. But that was actually the first Metroid game I'd really played. So I kind of missed the whole shock of the reveal of Metroid being a woman. Oh! I thought it jumped. Oh man, that Devil May Cry line reading. That's a reason for me to want to go through that game again, because, you know, I remember that whole scene being just gloriously campy. That whole, I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark soul with light. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, I was doing so much better at this the first time. Am I not... I have a feeling I'm not supposed to be pressing a direction when I'm switching sides. Except there... Oh! Oh boy. Oh boy. I figured it would be the quick time events that would stonewall me. It's saying to use ninja vision, and I don't think that's helping. That is painful to look at. Oh, thank you. Whoop. What? Okay. I know I hit partial down on here. Okay. Yeah, that Trish line read, that Dante line read about Trish, that's just great.
Yeah,
Oh man.
for the moment.
Oh, that's promising. A tainted helicopter. See, Devil May Cry 2 isn't the only one with that kind of fun. Oh boy. Now we just need a tank and a... Well, we already had the giant spider beast. Whoop! Oh, I didn't realize I took that hit. Grapple. Alright, let's see. Oh. This sword almost makes me want to go back and watch Berserk just to see how Guts handles his, but that whole world being as twisted as it is, and not really any happy endings there. Oh, and the fact that the franchise is still kind of continuing. It's like, I don't know that I want to get into that world. Okay. Alright, Drew Combs, or Coombs, yeah. Now there's another voice actor I haven't heard of, but you mentioned him, and I looked up the gentleman who did all the mocap for Dante in there. That was his Robert Langdon. I might have that name wrong, my memory's terrible. Whoa, hello! That dude really looks the part. So, yeah. Him cosplaying Dante after seeing a look at that guy, it's like, yeah, a lot less surprised now. Alright. Oh, wrong weapon. Oh, and hello, gentlemen. Oh, man. It's like I play half this level thinking that Kevin Bacon would be great to have on hand, and now I want to see Gordon Freeman in here. Oh. Oh, switch weapons. Oh. This is making me really wish I hadn't blown both of those first aids. Especially since I just died. Yeah. Well, Berserk. Yeah, Team 4-Star had like a one-off playing the Dreamcast Berserk game, and well, they had some problems with the game's lighting while they were playing it. It did not look great. It did not look like a game that had aged well. Ruben Langdon, thank you. I knew I'd botch that. I knew it was an R name. Ruben, not Robert. Okay. Okay, Ruben Langdon. Okay, where am I at? The Jumpy Blade. Ooh, move. Let's see if I can do a little bit more jumping around. Yeah, this game seems to encourage movement about in the same vein as the Batman Arkham games, but it doesn't get that movement across quite as successfully. Of course, in this game's defense, there are two attack buttons, whereas Batman had just like the one, so you had that really simplistic combat in there. Granted, it looked good, but it is what it is. Yeah, Ruben Langdon, though. Looking that guy up, martial artist in real life, and I have yet to look up his IMDb page. See if he's been in anything other than Devil May Cry, like motion capture, that I can recall having seen. Ow. Oh. Yeah, but I have a habit whenever I see or hear a new name of trying to check them out on IMDb while they're still fresh on my mind, because I basically grew up in front of a TV, so I've seen too much crap. Whoa. Whoa. Move. Oh, right. Ugh. Let's get over here. Get over here. Oh. Alright. Yeah, Castlevania 4. I'm going to have to check that out sometime. I believe they have Castlevania 4 on the SNES Classic, and that will, I think, make the first actual Castlevania game I have ever played. Yeah, beating Yoshi's Island, and actually Super Mario World. Whoa, where are we at? Oh. Ah. Oh wow, this is gonna take a minute. Wow, this guy does incredibly well at blocking things that are behind him. Oh. Okay. Let's see, where is that? Okay, you mentioned Shenmue. I'm assuming from what I'm reading that you're exploring the town. You're looking for the people who know where sailors are. I seem to remember someone mentioning that a while back. It was like a pool hall would came up. If that helps you. Alright. Fingers crossed. Oh. Oh boy. Wow, I think this is the most dead air that I have had in a single stream. Yeah. Sorry if I go silent for a bit. I have been out and about, and I didn't prepare enough conversation topics of my own. So, you know, shame on me, you know. I'm usually... Whoa, what is he doing? What? Did it just... Okay. I think the helicopter might have been bugged. And I kind of don't want to test my luck on it. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned Rise from the Ashes. I've been looking up footage for some of these games, Robot Alchemic Drive and whatnot, and I keep forgetting to actually look up prices on them, see if I can find copies, because I have the worst feeling that some of them are not going to be cheap. Okay. Yes, I remember you mentioned Mech Assault. Heard it mentioned recently. That didn't happen to be the one with the gigantic controller that that was on original Xbox, was it? Because that controller specifically was mentioned in a recent Larry Bundy Jr. video. Target of scalpers. Alright, whoop! Okay. Yeah, this helicopter is super bugged. As long as the enemies don't kill me. Oh, what in the... Does the game expect me to get over there? Oh, whoop, hello. Like I said, gravity's just a suggestion in these games. Oh! But yeah, there's that one mech game, though, on the original Xbox. I never stood a chance of being able to afford and play it, but after hearing the controller prices had dropped for a while, I always wanted to go back, see if I could find a controller adapter, and try and find something on PC that I could use that controller play with. Okay, any more goons coming up? This almost seems unfair. Oh. Okay, and aim. What in the world? Okay, if one's climbing up, there's another one. Alright, here we go. Oh, sit down. Nice little limbo stand. Oh man, I never did get any of the Mech Warrior or Battletech games or anything, and I've been meaning to for a while. There's a Mech Warrior Online that's a free-to-play MMO that I wanted to take a peek at, you know. It's like, no price tag means it's generally worth a look in my book. The mech game that I had the most recent experience with, I'm using the term recent loosely, is a little game called Hawken, and it was another free-to-play, which thankfully didn't have much in the way of paid elements aside from cosmetics, but the original company responsible for it kind of fell apart. The company that it got handed off to didn't handle hackers very well. So now the PC version of Hawken is dead. You've basically only got the console option, which I don't know if it came out on Xbox One, but it did come out on PS4, and it was pretty solid from the couple of minutes I spent playing it. Miss my mouse controls, but, you know, at least it's a solid, even playing field on console. Yeah, I'm not going to be one of those kind of people who complains about having to use a controller over mouse and keys, because I see arguments for both, and I like to have a mouse and keys to aim, but, you know, there's the comfort of having a controller. So, if I go back and forth on mentioning those two, that's why. It's like I'll be playing Saints Row 3 almost the entire game with controller, it just feels better. But then I'll get in a driving mission, and I'll be in the side for the guns or whatever, and I will immediately switch to the mouse just so I can aim that much better. Whoop! Okay, so the FMV stuttering on Armored Core. Yeah, I don't know for certain, but I know a number of games on PS1 have problems on PS2. So if you're having problems with FMV stuttering, have you checked the preload options on the PS2, like the fast loading and such? Because that might be able to help you. Oh. Wow, this thing's going to drag on a bit. Yeah, got bored of Hawken. Yeah, that's about what I did too. It just didn't have much to it. It was like a couple of modes, and I never got but like one or two of the other machines, and it just didn't do it for me. I just keep wishing that, you know, FromSoft would bring an Armored Core game to PC, and with Japan finally getting in on bringing more games to PC, they're in recent years becoming more open to PC gaming as a market. I keep hoping that either they'll port one of their Armored Core games to PC or bring AC6 to PC when it comes out. Personally, I wouldn't be too hurt to see a free-to-play Armored Core game. If they handled it right, it'd be pretty awesome. I just have a bad feeling that, you know, you'd wind up having to pay for parts with real-world money, and no one would have fun with that. That'd be awful. But yeah, Armored Core games is just never enough of a user base past a couple months. But you can usually find a forum on some website where people are trying to organize multiplayer events. Yeah, and on the note of free-to-play games, I do think more of them should have some single-player element, even if not available at launch. I know it takes time to develop these kind of things, you know, but if they had a single-player element, then, you know, the paying customers, when the servers go dark, the paying customers wouldn't just be left completely out in the cold, because they'd still have some kind of bot match or campaign mode or something similar, and wouldn't necessarily feel like they burned however much money on fancy hats or cosmetics to no avail. So if something like Hawken had like a training tutorial mode that got more into the... Oh, come on. Where are we at? It got more into the backstory, back history of the world, I would absolutely be all over it. Oh. Oh god. Gigantic demon boil on this tainted helicopter. This is... Maybe it's just me, but this seems more gross than that giant spider. What? Yeah, and that was another thing. You mentioned customization. Yeah, that was another thing that really did seem a bit lacking about Hawken. The customization in there seemed to be mostly cosmetic or not... And not even, like, really meaningful cosmetics, too. Like, paint jobby kind of... Oh my god, is he seriously pulling a Batman and Robin surfboard ride with his... I don't know why I'm surprised, given the wrecking ball stunt from last episode. Oh, man. But yeah, the cosmetics in Hawken, they didn't seem to be much to write home about. Wow. Yeah, because I'm in the habit of picking up glowing red things that are on the ground. That's not going to explode at all. Okay. Oh, wow. They give you a button for ninjutsu, and now they reduce it down to a quick time event. Wow. This game... This is officially the most quick time events I've ever seen. But I haven't played Uncharted yet. So, there's that. Oh. I didn't select the right one. Okay. Alright. What was the ninjutsu select? Alright. Okay, that's the downside of not playing this for... Here's Michael Wilson! Not in the flesh, just on the radio so far, but Oh, wow. Hello. Oh. That's probably not the best way to clear guys out. Oh. But hey, whatever works. Okay. Get a little more creative with this. Alright, yep. Oh. Two's company, three's a crowd. What does that make? 5. Alright. Oh boy. Ooh, what the? Oh, that's a great way to go. I almost blow myself up. Oh. Oh. Oh, I have one of those. Okay. Ooh. And I use it when there's only one dude left. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. Where's the party at? Yeah, I knew that was a terrible idea. Hmm. What in the world? Let's see. It's amazing how thoroughly webs explode. Oh. Ooh. And get there. There are entirely too many QTEs in this game. Where are we at? Ninja Vision. Ah, alright. Okay, Wind Shuriken. Okay, we can't switch while it's out, so let's try it now. Whoa. Oh, wow. I'm sitting here and all I can think about are little hugs. Those little, small, Kool-Aid-like drinks that cost $0.25. I probably already mentioned them before. Oh, well, that was a jump cut. Oh. Is this supposed to be a tutorial? Okay. Whoa. See if we can get out of there real quick. Oh, man. I was hoping after the helicopter there'd be a little bit cleaner an end point, but that would have meant ending way early. Not that that seems to be mattering much, because, you know, considering how much talking I'm doing, hooray! But yeah, that's all on me, because I've been trying to keep some things to talk about on hand, and I haven't gone through enough of my usual sources, found enough things. Failed to look up Ant Farm Dickhole yesterday. Thanks for that movie suggestion, by the way. That seems to be either the worst or best superpower. I bet that one dude on Naruto Naruto. Oh my god, old habits. But that one dude on Naruto doesn't feel too bad about that one. Okay, whoop. Ah. Okay. This game's trying really hard to kill me. Oh. A little bit of aim. Advanced idea mechanics. Oh. Whoa, whoa. This guy can seriously move those boxes around. What the? What in the... Alright, let's see about getting rid of you. What in the world was that? Okay, I've been tapping the B button and I don't know if that thing's like locking on, just kind of auto-aiming, but these guys are blowing up pretty quick. And I was wondering where they were coming from. Oh, that's got some jiggle to it. Okay. Okay, you mentioned horrible quotes at the end of commercials. Thanks to Game Grumps. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch some of their content soon. I need to expand my Let's Play tastes a little bit. What in the world? Oh. What the hell? The Holocaust for Germs. I don't know who greenlit that line for a cleaning spray, but wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that explains why they're exploding. That text I didn't read. Okay, I'm going to give this one more go, and if I can't figure out how to get through the black room, because I did not see a floor to really do anything with, then I will call it there, because it has just about hit 5. Plus, I seem to be repeatedly hitting the cardinal sin of gameplay streamers and going silent entirely too much. Alright. Oh. Where am I? And part of it, admittedly, is the focus that I got on these enemies, but I really came to this stream unprepared. Oh. There needs to be a lock button. If there's not a lock button, then... Oh. Hello, gents. Alright, let's see if I can go flurry mode. Oh. Wow, this is going very poorly. Oh. Oh. Okay, so you say the use of the name Alucard originates from the 1943 movie Son of Dracula. I did not know that. Oh. It has been used so heavily throughout the years, I would not even begin to know where that came from. Yeah. Okay. Oh, gee, no wonder. Alright. Okay. Oh, I see what it's talking about. Ah, there we go. Ah. I did the worst wall run ever. Ran straight down. Well, that's an embarrassing way to go out. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there for today. Yeah, this has been Ninja Blade. Okay, it is 5:02 by my possibly on or off clock. Yeah, I will be back next weekend. I will probably be playing Project Phantasma, but if for some reason it hasn't come out of Atlanta over the next 5 days, because it's sitting in a post office, then I will definitely get back. It's like it's going to be definitely one Armored Core or the other. I'm going to be playing. Wow, my declaration game is really on point. You know, actually, I will probably go on ahead and see if I can knock off the last few missions in the first Armored Core, and then do Phantasma once that's mopped up. So, yeah, okay, one more stream of the first Armored Core, then Phantasma. And I am going to go ahead and call it today, and I will see you next weekend. Thank you for stopping by. And anyone who watches this on YouTube, props again to King Thunder for providing more of the conversational topics than I have today. Wow, I came woefully underprepared. And with that, I am going to nearly break my chair with a creaking, and going ahead and stop my recording, and see you next time.